Not on real people.
No,
I mean, like,
nobody's
real
saying
armor.
that. Who's saying that? No one.
I feel like a dead pig or something.
Wow. This is new.
My name is Tony Swatton. I'm a blacksmith. I
Goddamn.
make suits of armor and swords. My business is making weapons for movies, video games, television shows, commercials.
I turned
all
it
of
down.
that.
We should be good now.
For this build, Blizzard Entertainment has asked me to make the Ashbringer sword. It's quite a celebrated weapon in the world of Warcraft. And
Oh,
it's
they're gonna
just
make the other
awesome.
version?
What?
Ashbringer
That's some
was born from
bullshit.
Paladin
No, dude, make the
Alexander
normal-
What the
Mograine.
fuck?
The name for its ability to slaughter the undead,
Ruined,
leaving nothing
dude.
but ash in
No,
its
no, it's
wake.
okay.
The blade changed hands several times following Alexandros' murder. Was later used to shatter the Lich King's rune blade, Frostmourne, making it one of the most renowned weapons in Azeroth's history. This is a famous weapon in the lore of Warcraft. Very excited to be creating it. I'm not going to build this as
Does this guy
strong
play
because
WoW?
it's way over 100 pounds and no human would be able to carry that. Perhaps me, but, you know, no mere mortal. First
He's a
thing I'll
big
do
boy.
is kind of determine
That's
what
true.
I need to build this. I need to do a couple revisions to how it's drawn. I'm going to extend the grip to help the balance, and instead of making the blade a solid, thick blade as depicted in the game, I'm going to make it a 1/4 inch thick.
Yeah, I would fucking
The
bet.
artwork showed a white glowing effect. Very cool looking, but doesn't exist in real life. I make a secondary
yeah, it
copy
does. You have the
and
sun.
I contact cement it onto the
What do you
actual
mean?
steel I use and cut it out with a bandsaw. I'm not wearing gloves. Gloves would suck into the saw. The glove will actually be pulled into the blade.
See, I
and
told you this
likely
guy's
do
good
more
as fuck
injury
at his
than
job.
if you're not wearing gloves. My hands are pretty callous, so I have built-in protection.
Was he wearing
I use a
pajamas?
bandsaw to cut the steel like a hot knife going through butter. With this width of blade, I'm not going to be able to do this tight a radius easily. So I'm going to hand this off to Brian, and he will use a plasma cutter.
Let's play with the power of the sun. 35 million degrees.
Wait,
It's
really?
45,000 degrees, Brian.
That's really hot, either way.
A plasma cutter uses an electrical arc and a compressed airstream going through it to vaporize
They should have had this
the
guy
base
make Thunder
metal, in
Fury,
this
man.
case, carbon steel.
That would have been cool as fuck.
At that point, I take it over to the belt grinder and grind it to the shape I want just by eye. I use a two-wheeled belt grinder using a 36 grit belt. It would take your finger off. After grinding the hollow grinds on the Birking, I hand it off to Brian, and he uses an angle grinder. We're removing enough metal to remove probably 10 pounds, so we're hopefully going to get that down to about 2 or
That's a
3
lot.
pounds for the blade. After I've refined the blade to the thickness and the lightness that I want, we send it out to a commercial heat treater. This blade is too wide to fit into my electric heat treating ovens, but
Too thick.
I will show the process using a miniature version of it
The fuck?
by heat treating and tempering
Well, that's
the blade.
actual. Yeah, there it
gives
is.
A proper cutting edge.
They just need to
and
keep it on
makes
fire
a real
all the
weapon
time. Then
that
it'll be
should
just like the
withstand
Ashbringer.
almost any battle. After I get the blade back from heat
Damn.
treatment, I need to carve the runes into the side of the blade. I want to make certain that these runes are replicated exactly as they are in the game. That will be the end of the blade construction.
Imagine caring about
The
making the
spine
item
of
the
the
same.
Ashbringer entail about 30
would do
separate
that?
patterns. We'll take those patterns, lay them out, and trace them onto sheets of bronze and cut them out with the bandsaw and the Beverly shear.
I like how they're making all
The
this
Beverly
actually
shear
out
is a
of
great
metal.
tool in that I can cut a curved shape in sheet metal, and I can cut thick metal using the leverage of the handle.
What the fuck, dude?
We bend it on stakes and anvils using hammers. After I've folded the bronze to shape, I bring it over to the welding bench
Revolver thanks to
and
25, man. Thank you.
heliarc weld it together. This is the first of 30 pieces, and I have about 12 more hours of welding to do. I could see these white glowing
Thank
kind
God
of
for jump
gemstones
cuts.
surrounding
Holy shit.
elements of Ashbringer, and I thought the mother of pearl would be a phenomenal looking piece. I'm gonna cut cabochon stones out of the mother of pearl right here with the 6-inch diamond saw. However, mother of pearl is very toxic. The dust
Really?
coming off of this is actually poisonous and lodges in your lungs. I'm going to be using a full respirator and also using water so that it doesn't get dust in the air, so
Oh,
I live
shit.
a little bit longer.
Wow.
Then I'll make sockets that the mother of pearl go in little bezels, little strips of brass. So this is number 1 of 10.
Yeah, he
These
says he
will
used
be
gloves.
set into the
Fuck him,
spine,
dude.
pommel, and the dangle on Ashbringer. That will complete the construction of the bronze spine of Ashbringer.
Wow.
I'll be forging elements of the hilt out of bronze ingot by heating it to about 1,000 degrees in the forge. I'm using a power hammer, and I'm taking a red hot piece of bronze ingot that's about 24 pounds. I get any hand, finger, or anything in there, it would smash it flat. Bones, it just doesn't care. I have a chunk of forged bronze that I made earlier that I'm going to mill a slot. A milling machine is able to cut a oblong hole. That way the tang, the inside of the handle, will fit through those spacers. This will be the last piece of the construction for Ashbringer's hilt.
This is actually
For
really
the
well
pommel, I'm
done.
going to take an ingot of bronze,
God damn.
manipulate those shapes on the anvil with a hand hammer. Once the bronze is cooled down enough to handle, I grind it to shape. Okay, I've forged the bronze portion of the pommel. There's a little blade on the top that I'm making out of chromoly steel. I'm going to put this in the forge, bring it to heat. Now I'm going to bring it over to the swedge block. Now I've formed
That's
the shape
just like
that I
in the
want.
game,
I'm gonna
dude.
take it
There
to
you
the
go.
birthing.
Wow.
That will complete the construction of the
Okay,
pommel.
Sylvan, thanks, Nope. Thanks for the 5.
Well, this is a piece of Delrin that we're using for the first step in making the grip for Ashbringer.
Okay.
Pretty substantial. So I'll cut the grip to length on the bandsaw and then bring it over to the belt grinder and grind it to shape. The finishing touch on this is to cover the grip in red leather that matches the color for what we're calling the spine elements. A little detailing with some crisscross leather, and this grip will be done. Once I've created all the elements, the final stage is to put it all
This is
together.
really good.
I've built
Like, I-
Ashbringer in a modular manner. I will lay
Wow.
the spine onto the blade.
This looks so good.
It all
Wow.
gets slid together like a shish kebab. The hilt all stacks together and the grip stacks on top of that. This is the final stage. If
Here
I
we
made
go.
it solid, probably be 250 pounds. Let's see how much it actually weighs. Right at about 18 pounds. Woohoo! Over 200 hours putting this thing together. This is Ashbringer.
Jesus
Let's go
Christ.
slash something.
Yeah!
Wow. I can't believe you actually made the class order hall version too. I guess the normal one would be really simple. They got some guy in cosplay to do it? Oh my god. Who's this guy? Oh, chum! That's good, dude. He got gnome. It's Godzilla. Wow. But it didn't even cut him, it just pushed him back. That's a little bit much, don't you think? I feel like I'm watching Apocalyptico. What the fuck? The guy just went crazy. Yeah, that was pretty damn cool. Like, yeah, wow. Wouldn't you want that, McConnell?
What are we talking about?
The Ashbringer, what do you mean?
No, I don't care.
You don't want, you wouldn't want an Ashbringer.
No, it's the wrong one.
True. That's true. That was the wrong one.
It was the wrong one.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, why would they have them? I bet they just, when did they do this? 2016. Oh, it's just to advertise BFA. Or not BFA, Legion.
Legion.
Who gives a fuck? I don't know, like.
Oh my god.
What?
I'm not unhappy. I'm not unhappy that they made it. It's cool.
Dude, these
it
are
was
the
cool.
same people that if I'm not screaming, they think I'm high.
I'm just saying, I'm not unhappy they made it. I just wish it was the original version, not the Legion version. That's all I'm saying. How is that baby rage? The fuck?
It's a little bit small, too. Like, I expect it to be, like, twice as big. I guess that is pretty cool, though. Like, I do like the Ashbringer, obviously. It's just, yeah, I do wish they had done the actual version.